Okay, so there is one point, because I know this kind of certification programs is really one of the pain points currently that we are facing, both telecom vendors, operators, and hyperscalers. So we have one question here from Mohammed Rankar. He's asking about the vendors or network certification programs. Who has the upper hand? Okay, and apparently, why don't the network function vendors feel, I mean, threatened, and they are like, I mean, why do they welcome doing certification on AWS or Azure, right? Because if they do that, this is definitely threatening their vertical solution, right? Because so who have the upper hand, and what is the status? I mean, I'm sure you are following what's happening in reality.
I would say the customer. The customer has the upper hand. Usually, like at least for most of the scenarios I worked with from Swisscom, Tesla, Do, and Vodafone, lots of them comes. The customer says, "Mr. X vendor work with Mr. Y vendor,"
Okay.
and then basically they. However, I can see some certain vendors, like for example Nokia. I can see that they already started to make it cloud independent. I will just build it in a specific stack. You can just host it and lift and shift it in any stack. The life cycle of that, they work in a strong partnership with the cloud providers in order to have a certification program. And if you looked at the major benefit for this to the customer, me as an engineer, I don't have to care about this anymore. That someone is already paid for this money. Someone already is taking this in the back seat of my head. I just have to release it in production in a change management window, right? When I will release this new updates or new changes into my infrastructure. But the certification and the life cycle is being managed back to back with the hyperscaler. And this is one of the biggest advantage, right? And that's why AT&T and Etisalat as well are using this, because they just don't want to think about this anymore.